So, this is a review on Jan Holton's Longing for Home. Now, this one was really interesting to come across in reading, especially for me, having been homeless for a time. And, even when living with it reminded me of my history with living with my mom for years after my parents had divorced and split, having to, be with my mom and, never really having a place, a home per se, to call our own. I always remember moving with different aunts and or family members and sharing that kind of home or household. In fact, I got kicked out of the last household under my aunt and uncle's roof for doing stupid stuff. So, but it just really gravitated towards me as far as piquing my interest for the sole sake of, kind of understanding that longing for home, or that longing for, the feeling of, this is my home, this is my place of rest, my place of peace. So the longing for home, Jan Holton's, is really intriguing in that we all have a feeling for home. We all have a feeling for wanting to be in a place that we can feel comfortable, a place that we can feel flourished, a place that we can feel calm and peace. Especially for those who are immigrating, or the alien, or the foreigners. One of my previous classes with Dr. Koyar was on immigration, and so that's where I developed a heart for individuals like, the Mexican issue going on at the border, of all the parents who have been displaced from their children, and learning a great deal about the migration issues here in America, from places of great despair, disaster, and even, cartels that have basically ransacked homes and left hundreds of young adults and children homeless. Literally kids who are from ages of 10 to 20 or 18, kids who can't necessarily function on their own without their parents, but having their parents killed off because of cartels who wanted their land and basically ransacked their home, killing their parents or killing their guardians or killing their loved ones, and then having to be forced out of the land that they grew up in, and then all the while trying to find their own place, or their place of peace, or home again. There's one thing that she said, and I quote, she says, "Home is the place that helps give form to the most intimate experiences of human life and relationships, and can function in particular ways to move us toward physical, emotional, and spiritual flourishing." And so that was a really deep insight as far as what it means to have a home, or what it means to be home, or what home actually is for certain people. For the resident alien, for the foreigner, for those individuals like the Mexican borders, or things that are going on at the Mexican border, and those aliens and those kids who don't have a home, who don't have a place of being. And so I think it's very imperative that certain churches are set up and in place for those resident aliens, for those individuals who are migrating from one land and trying to come into America, or find their place that they can call home. So I do believe that Jen is very on point with her ideas and concepts of having a church, or at least even a system that's set up, so that in case that a child or someone comes and they don't have a way to go back, or they don't have anything to go back to, that there's a church or people in place that we can send them to for help, to get them back acclimated, to get them rooted in some place where they can call home. So this is where really near and dear to me. A lot of these books are really very interesting and intriguing. Jan Holton's was very intriguing, considering, a place to call home, the longing for home, be it whether it's here in America, or whether colloquialism, our home in heaven. Either way, finding that place, we all have that longing to be stable, established, and in a place of comfort and calm and peace, where we can flourish emotionally and spiritually and even physically. I think she's right on point, right on the money, that we as churches and pastors need to have develop that heart for those people who are migrating and lost their sense of home, and being that community who can gather them together, whether in the church, building them, or getting them back established in a place that they can call home.